In this video, we're going to be changing out the grip module on a Ruger RXM Compact. The RXM just recently came out. I have a full review on this linked below. And at the time that that came out, it's currently offered in a gray color, which of course a lot of people might not like. In this case, at least at the time of filming, Magpul currently offers a grip module replacement in the color black. Now, here's the good news for a lot of people that don't want either of these colors. Based upon their menus, we can expect to see in short order, I'm sure, flat dark earth, OD green, things of that nature. So there's different colors that are going to be coming out, as well as probably different variations so that you can configure it to 10 round, 17 round magazines vis-a-vis a Glock 26, Glock 17, etc. But right now we're just going to be focusing on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to change out your fire control unit into this new module, because it's not as easy, for example, as a Sig, where the Sig you only have to pull out one pin, you pop out the fire control unit and put it in. In this case here, we have 3 different things that we have to remove, as well as 2 springs, and we have to replace them and put them into the module. So that's what we're going to be doing today as I walk through this review. So first off, we're going to do a disassembly of the RXM. Do a takedown, go ahead and set aside everything, and then of course this is your fire control unit module. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be driving out this pin, your takedown lever, as well as this pin. Now this pin drives out from the right to the left, and what I recommend that you do, if you don't have one of these already, it's a good idea to get a punch kit that comes with a hammer with a nylon as well as a brass edge to it. If you start doing work like this on guns, it's a great investment. You can buy these on Amazon. But what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to first off drive out these 2 pins to begin with. Okay, and then I'm going to drive out the second pin here. Okay, those are both out. Now, what you're going to see here is there is a retaining pin right here, spring, that when you push this down and put it sideways, this should pop right out or slide right out of the frame. If you do it correctly, there we go. And then it drops out. So now we're able to remove the grip assembly. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to just kind of pry it out a little bit. Okay, now this is your fire control insert or fire control unit. This is what we're going to put into the new frame. Now there are 2 other things that you're going to need to remove and or replace, and that includes this retention spring right here as well as this spring right here. And you're going to need to pull these out of your grip module. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one right here, and then we're going to remove this spring as well, which pulls out, and set it right here. So now we're able to open the new grip module. So this is how Magpul sends these. So, and I'm going to open up the box and just show you what's included with the kit. They have instructions of how to do this, although the instructions don't really look that great. But the important thing here is in the kit, they also include a new spring. Both of these springs that we just took out, they have copies of them. So if you want to leave those in the original grip module, you can. In this case, I'm just going to keep them as spares and then pull out the ones I have, because again, I probably will never use the gray grip module again, so I'm just going to remove that. And this is our new grip module. Now what we're going to do, the good news is they've got the mag release already installed. So what we got to do is reverse the order now of putting these pins back in. Now if you've got a needle nose pliers or tweezers, it kind of helps sometimes with these pins, because they're just a little bit small to be working with in this area. But the first thing we're going to install is our first pin right here. And again, it's a little difficult to get in and out of this tight area. So now we've got the first spring inserted. Now we got the second one, and the second one's going to insert in this direction. So what I want to do is there's a little gap in here that you can insert this into, and then it drops down like that. And this is where your tension is going to be on your takedown bracket. Okay, now that we have the 2 forward springs installed, what we want to do is install our new fire control insert. So again, you just slip it in from the back and then pivot it down. And then at this point, we can start repeating the process of our install. So what you want to do is install the takedown wing, and what you want to do here is this little gap needs to be facing to the rear. And then when you install it, you want to depress this spring so that the spring resides underneath it, giving tension to it. And you want to push it down all the way and then slide it over. And then what you want to do is just test it, make sure you got it correctly seated in the middle and you've got the correct tension on it, which we do here. Then what we want to do is we want to reinstall the 2 pins that we had before. And again, remember the larger part of the front pin is on the left side. So this is the first one that we want to install. And we want to install it with the U facing upwards. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to drive it in. And you'll see that it might turn a little bit when you install this, which is okay. And again, this is the benefit of having a nylon hammer. You're not going to mar up your gun by installing this. And then what we want to do is install our final pin here and have that correctly seated. So in this case, what we've completed is the install. And then what we want to do is we want to check it now. And there you go. That's how you replace the grip module on a Ruger RXM. Pretty easy to do. A few more steps, again, than a typical Sig or things of that nature. If you follow this process each time, it should work for every grip module that you install on here. A few more steps, but again, it gives you the ability now to run different types of grip modules, different colors of grip modules, etc., which is ultimately what people want. If you like this video or like this review, please subscribe on YouTube, and thanks for watching.